Hello and welcome to OverShadow Shadowcast with your host Thomas Anderson and Abigail Moat. That's Tech Wizard.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
You're welcome. How is
How,
everybody's?
how am I sounding?
You are sounding fine.
And so do you.
Thank
How
you.
is everybody's what?
How is everybody's hay fever this week? Mine has been horrendous.
Mine's
It's been terrible.
Okay.
I didn't get to sleep till 2 a.m. this morning because of it. No, genuinely, my nose was so blocked.
Oh yeah, my nose has been blocked recently, but I don't need it.
Well, I'm human and I need it to breathe.
I breathe out my nipples.
What is wrong with you? What is actually wrong with you? They're out of everything.
Sense that, like,
I thought you were gonna say. I genuinely thought you
connected.
were just gonna say mouth. Why do I?
Well,
Why?
yeah, I do.
Why do I keep falling into this trap where I keep thinking you're going to say something very sensible and you go out of the you just blow it out of proportion. Not blow it out of proportion. You just come up with the weirdest answer you could possibly think of.
It's just a gift.
It's not a gift. It's a curse.
It's a curse on everyone else.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, so it would make some sense if the nipples were connected to the lungs. They're
Can we
in roughly
stop
the right
Can we
place.
stop talking about that?
What have you been playing?
I played not more Shady Side of Me, because there was a demo that I wanted to have a go at. The demo I played is called Teacup. It is called Teacup, and it is very, very, as its description has described it, wholesome. You play as a frog, who I believe is also called Teacup, and Teacup is at a tea. So you need to go on a little adventure to find some tea. It's actually a really sweet game. The art style it's very sweet. It kind of looks like a pencil coloring. That's how the art style is. I've seen it described as a very it's a non-linear progression.
The art style?
No,
or...
the game.
Okay.
So it's a bit like Click and Point. That's how I would describe it.
Okay. Is it combat or anything like that? Is it
No,
puzzle?
it's I think it's like I said, it's just a demo. So far the only thing I've had to do was race a salamander in a swimming contest. And it's literally like click the up button, click the down button, click the side button to speed up. So it's not overly difficult so far.
So so basically it's a little bit like do 4 things, but you can do those 4 in any order.
No, I think it kind of does take you down a path. It's like, right, you need to go here now, you need to go here type of thing.
That's linear, not non-linear.
Well, it says in the description it's non-linear, which
Then that
confused
means
me.
you can do things in order.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No. I'm not talking about once you're doing a quest or a mission or whatever, you do it in a certain order. I'm saying you can choose between 4.
Yeah, well, there's a map, and you can choose to go where you want on the map.
Right. So let's say, for example, you had one mission in which you have to hand over some cheese and another one in which you have to buy some bread. You can do that in either order.
I think so.
Right. So that's non-linear.
Yeah. Well, like I say, it's just a demo. So I literally played it for like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
And that's all there was. And the only reason it took me that long was because I didn't realize I could choose to go where I had on the map. I thought I had to go where it went, and I just kept going between 2 locations that I didn't need to be at. And then I realized on the map, it's got like the picture of the frog's head, which highlights in certain locations, and I didn't pick up on that because that's quite difficult to see on the map. And then I realized, oh, okay, I can actually choose to go to different places. Great. That is 10
Is
minutes
that
of my
fast
life.
travel system?
I think it is.
Oh. Well, in fairness, sorry. No, I'll tell you later what I just realised.
But you learn about tea. You learn about mint tea so far. It was just really cute. It was cute, and I just wanted to have a go at it.
10 minutes in, and we are confirmed for mint tea.
Yes. Got a tea index that you can read. It's just cute. It's about a frog called Teacup who loves tea. I mean, it's cute.
Is the frog English?
I don't know.
Chinese? Indian?
It's a frog with a little dress and a
French.
little hat. It's developed by Smarto Club. and it's
A
published. It's published by
Necklace of
Whitethorn
onions.
Digital.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to be released this year. I played it on the Xbox, but you can also get it on the PC. I mean, it is really pretty. I'm not gonna lie. I really do like the art style. It's very cute.
Well, so what is the overall? Do you know like the story? As it were? Is it like you need to get
There's
the
a
Uber
tea
tea?
party. There's gonna be a tea party. You don't have any tea left. You need to go grab some tea.
So basically, he's out for his messages.
She is on an exploration to find some tea.
She's gone for the messages.
No. She's gone for tea.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but there's no bread, there's no milk. She just wants some tea.
So she's gone for the messages, and the only one she's got is tea.
For those who don't know what messages is, that is groceries or your
Food
weekly
shopping.
shop.
So she's gone into the Tesco, and she's like, "Oh, what's my messages? Tea, loads of." Oh, okay.
She's out of tea. It's very sad.
But soon to be rectified in the scale of sadness to happiness because she is on her way for more tea.
Yes. It's like I say, it was free. It was a free demo.
So basically, you've just described it's a lovely wee time. It's a lovely wee game. It's a lovely wee thing.
Cute.
It's a nice wee thing.
But yeah, it's peaceful.
You had to guess how long it would be. How long would you say? Are we talking 2 or 3 hours, 4 or 5? Or are we talking 40?
I honestly don't know. Maybe less than an hour, I would say, for the whole game.
Really?
Eventually, yeah. I honestly don't know. It doesn't. Are you looking it up?
Okay. I was going to look it up there, and if you type in Teacup video game, it just gives you Cuphead.
Type in Teacup Demo.
Oh. Well, the
See what I
demo is
mean?
the demo is 20 minutes. I doubt very much it's going to be an hour. It's going to be more than that.
It didn't feel like 20 minutes when I played it.
No, what I'm saying is somebody played the whole thing, the whole demo through,
So did
and it
I.
lasted 20 minutes.
I played the whole demo through.
And maybe you missed things. I don't know. There's a lot of world building here for something that would be over in an hour. I think it's more likely to be 5 or 6 hours.
You see all the images that they have. I don't know what you're looking at, but some of these images were not in the actual game.
Yeah,
The demo that I played.
Yeah, because it's a full game. Anyway, weird. Anyway, right. So, was there
I've
anything else?
I just remembered. There's like this part that looks a bit like Tetris.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize you could change the direction of each individual thing, like each
Never
puzzle
played
piece.
Tetris before.
I had played Tetris, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. I had to watch somebody do it. It was really confusing. Like just that little bit was really, really confusing. But it was sweet, and if you want 20 minutes to kill, I recommend the demo. 7 out of 10.
Based on nothing. I just give it 7 out of 10. Don't know why. Next. What else have you been playing?
That's all I've been playing.
Okay.
That I'm willing to speak of.
Trixies. Keeping a couple of games up your sleeve. Which
Always.
is
Just
surely
in case,
uncomfortable.
just in case for a rainy day. You
Just
see me
fire them
walking.
out like
You just see me walking around town with a massive square on my shoulder.
and just firing them out like Spider-Man. So is it my turn then?
It is your turn.
Oh God.
What amazements have you been up to?
Yes. Seriously, guess. That was.
Oh, I thought you said yes. I was sitting here waiting for you to continue. I'm like, why aren't you continuing?
And I'm waiting for you to. Oh. So
I
we
didn't
were
know what
basically
was-
holding the door open for each other.
Just staring at each other intently, daring each other to go through.
You first, Hen.
No, you first.
Guess.
I've got no idea what that voice was I did.
It's actually quite good. Guess.
Yes.
Guess.
Yes.
Don't scream yes down the microphone. Yes. No, I can't even hear that. Have you gone again?
No, I wasn't saying anything. I
thank
was
God.
trying to go, yes. Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yes.
Yay, I got it right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so smart.
Mm-hmm.
Pat my head.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so I now need to...
Is it still terrible?
No.
Get closer to the microphone.
Sorry, no. No, it's not.
Is it worse?
No.
Better?
Mm-hmm.
How much better?
Midge?
That's something.
So I had explored only sort of like where the main campaign was taking me.
Yeah.
But then I hit a point in the main campaign where it did that whole "Are you sure you want to continue?" thing,
Mm-hmm.
which means if you do this, it runs to the end of the game and you can't stop it. So if you're going to do anything else, you need to do it now.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, right, back away. I'd only seen half the map. And I mean in like number of areas. If you talk about actual real estate, it's more like a third to a quarter of the map.
You silly man.
No, it's not me. The main campaign only takes you there.
Oh.
The rest of it's just not in it.
So
So
what
I
you have
went
to...
looking at. I realised I'm talking at the. Can you hear me properly? Because I'm
Yes,
talking to the phone, not the mic. I need to talk to the mic. Sorry. Um. So I thought, no, back away, and I'm going to explore everything and see what's happening. And if it's totally chock a block with stuff, I'll not do it. But if it's not, fine. I've I've only got 2 areas left to explore.
Okay.
And of all the areas that I explored that weren't in the main campaign, there was more than a few, say 4 or 5, that had only a handful of places to go and see. I would say there was only one that was properly full of stuff. And there was 2 that had nothing in them. And there was one that had only like one area to go and look at.
So this is like all the side questy stuff.
No, not side quests, just the areas. The areas are a fog of war. You can't see it, right?
Okay.
In the main map. So you have to go there before the map opens up for you to see what's there. And I think if you, as long as you do the viewpoint where you go up high and you go woo when it sinks in and lets you see what's happening, you have everything there, and there was nothing in 2 of the areas. One had only 2 bits in like one area that were connected. Like I'd say 5, maybe 6 had only like a handful of areas. Only one had a lot. It's just very empty. And I was thinking to myself, oh, this is a bit. Yeah, I was thinking, is this bad or is this genius?
Yeah.
Because it's ancient Egypt. Well, not ancient Egypt. It's Ptolemaic Egypt. So, on the ancient, the last dynasty of ancient Egypt. Then let's put it that way.
Dynasty.
And you're sitting there, dynasty, and you're sitting there thinking, is this a stroke of absolute genius? Is this amazing that they have put in areas that are just desert?
Yeah.
Is that brilliant or not? And I have to go with, I think it's genius.
Why?
Because the military forts are dotted around in areas that make sense to oppose marching armies and stuff like that. But the actual settlements are following the water.
Okay, so it's more realistic.
Yeah, I think it actually makes more sense. And I'd say the reason that I've got more patience for this game now is genuinely the fact that while running around exploring these other sections, I've found this weird... There's some people who've developed this game who really have shown a lot of care and love and attention to it. And there's other people who have just like gone on holiday or whatever. I don't know. Because, as I said, gameplay has an issue.
Yeah.
I was having real problems fighting. There's 4 areas in the game where there's these major opponents for you to fight. I've got it set to the hardest difficulty, and I've got scaling enemies. So the areas all max out at level 40, but you can go past that. Some of the areas, like the first area you start in, maxes out at level 5.
Yeah.
So if you don't turn on scaling enemies, you can go back there at level 40, and they're all level 5, and you just like look at them and they die. But I didn't want it to be easy like that. So I turned on scaling enemies. So I'm fighting these things at level 45, sorry.
Yeah.
And dead. 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 And then dead. Dead. And basically, there's a trick to fighting these opponents where instead of diving away from them, you've got to dive into them, because then you dive within their reach and move past them. Sort of like if somebody was to take a swing at you, you dive under their arm rather than jumping back, because they can swing and then swing again. And it's just the length of time it took me to work that out. Because basically the reason I did it is because these opponents go mental when you get them down to like a quarter of their health. They start chucking bombs everywhere, shooting at you, running at you. You just can't... You can't.
So they go berserk, basically.
Yes, but the tactic for fighting them is that you are you. This is one of the things that when you use an adrenaline attack, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes with some weapons, if it's a gold bar, it activates like adrenaline mode, and you do more damage and you take a bit less, but you're still vulnerable, and you've got to run up and hit things. With certain weapons, if it's a blue bar, it's an adrenaline attack,
Right.
and when you use that, you like, say in the case of the sword, you run up and go bleh and stab them through the chest. In the case of the two-handed weapons, you run up and stab them through the chest. In the case of like a spear, it does a big spear lunge, but that's limited.
Mm-hmm.
They've got to be within range. It's a
Yeah.
big range, but they've got to be within it.
Uh-huh.
Whereas with the sword, it's more of a run, 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 run stab. So you've got a lot more area. You've got like 3 times, 4 times as much distance, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
And you're immortal to the person you're attacking
Okay.
when you're doing it. So they can't just go, nah, and chop your head off. So that's what you send to your entire tactics around when fighting these opponents is, oh my god, it's the big attack, wham! And then you're immortal during it and you stab them through the whatever. And so I eventually was able to do it just by dodging at them, like moon pal, dodging at them, right?
Yeah.
Square go, dodge. And then because of the weapon that I've got, my adrenaline charges just by itself. Normally it charges when you attack,
Yeah.
but mine just charges automatically in the background. It regenerates because of the weapon I've got. So I was just letting that charge up, charge up, charge up, charge up. Sometimes I'd take out my bow and arrow and do a wee shoot, 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 shoot. Oh, right, here we go. And hit the 2 buttons, RT and RB, and stab. And do quite a bit of damage, and I'm immune while that's happening. And eventually I did it, and I was really proud of myself. And I was actually like a wee bit shaky and tired because you're totally focused in on what's happening every moment. Dodge, 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 shoot, 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 dodge, block, dodge, dodge. It's totally, you've got to be right on it,
Yeah.
and that's absolutely fine. But it does highlight when you then play against other things that fight, and I think some of the fights I did in an arena just highlighted all the problems with the combat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's things like I am faster than the controller, which means I'm faster than electricity. So I am. There was one point where I was shooting to charge up my adrenaline, fire 2 predator bow shots, swap to the light bow to fire faster, and then I went in for the lunge attack.
Okay.
I pressed all those buttons in that order. He fires 1 shot, swaps to the light bow, and then just attacks randomly with his weapon into the ground, and then dies. Because it's not being able to keep up with what I've done.
So you're going faster than.
Then the computer will allow me to go.
Yeah.
And then when I'm trying to attack in the arena, I was hammering the buttons, and then when I'm thinking, oh, that guy's just come out of nowhere, I'll dodge instead of attack. It finishes the second attack first, and then I get killed. If I need to emergency dodge, that button should prevent whatever else I'm doing. Because the game's not a combo system.
Oh, okay.
It's not a combo system. So it's not like punch, punch, oh, there's somebody coming, I'll just turn that into a flip over this guy so that I'm on the opposite side and it's fine, or I'll turn it into a counter. It's not like that. It's a attack, or heavy attack. Oh, I can dodge, I can parry, but see, it's just not built like a fluid martial arts system.
Mm-hmm.
So if I hit X, it should override everything I've said and dodge it out the way. But it tries to keep a memory of what you've pressed. So you'll be attack, attack, attack. I'll dodge now. Too late. The other thing as well is that I tried to use the adrenaline attack on one guy because I've got this ability where once you do an adrenaline attack, if you kill him, right, you
Yeah.
can take his weapon and throw it into somebody else and it'll kill them in one hit. So it's a free kill against really difficult opposition opponents. As long as they're not yellow grade, which basically means a full boss, you'll kill them with this hit. So
That's
you kill
pretty
a weak
impressive.
guy, you take his weapon and you chuck it into a really powerful guy. Now, of course, there's problems with that in that you've got to actually look for the guy and target him. So it's a wee bit annoying because you could use it slowing down a bit for you
Yeah.
to do that. But secondly, and you could just keep the weapon and throw it later. I don't know why you couldn't do that. But and this is an okay one for me, is if you're trying to throw it at a difficult guy and an easy guy walks in the way, he'll take the hit and die. That happens. I'm okay with that. It's annoying, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Realistic combat. My difficulty is that when you're see when you stab the guy and then you're killing him and then you're taking his weapon to throw it, you're totally vulnerable. So I just got hacked to pieces. I jumped on this guy to kill him, and then they all just went, "Now, lads!" Ah, boom, dead.
There's a
Three of them hit
weakness.
me.
Take advantage of it.
Exactly. And he does it so slowly. It's not like Batman where you go punch, punch, grab, throw, and then you're done in 2 seconds. It's stab. Would you mind turning around now that I've stabbed you, please? And then he grabs him from behind, then reaches round to take the weapon, then pushes the guy away, and then turns and then throws. But he turns randomly, and then throws it, and then the thing just warps towards what you were looking at, and it takes way too long for you to be vulnerable during it. You should be immortal during your adrenaline attacks.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way for it to make sense.
Because that is so unfair. Like, to have that as a vulnerability.
Basically, what I would say is that this game is not sharp enough in the combat
Yeah.
to be that unforgiving, because it's just unpleasant to play.
At least you don't have people like escaping prisons like you had in, what was it? I'm blanking on what it was. Syndicate.
Oh, Syndicate. No, I wish there was, because I've not had a moment like that in Origins. You know, where I'm laughing myself silly. I've not had that.
Do you prefer? So far are you preferring Syndicate to Origins?
I'm preferring Syndicate, but I'm preferring Syndicate as an experience.
Yeah.
I think Origins is you know what, Origins definitely has the potential to be a much better game. It did not realise it. I'm sorry, it's just the gameplay mechanics are the part where you're sitting there thinking, why have they done this? Like, even if you're just riding around places, you get attacked so often. I've started to think it's okay because I totally understand the rules now.
Yeah.
I totally understand what I can and can't do. I just don't understand why they made those decisions. Like, you can chain assassinations, but 95% of the time, the person that you're throwing whatever it is he throws into the second person. So you stab one, and then you can throw like a knife into the next guy.
Yeah.
And it kills him in one hit. Well, unless they're pretty powerful. And you throw it, but 95% of the time, that person will go, "Oh my god," even though there's no way they could have seen you. "Oh my god, look at what happened over there." And then if there's anybody else, they'll see you. So instead of going stab, throw, and then hide while they all look at the body over there. So if I grab a guy, drag him into the bushes, kill him, and then throw a knife into somebody else in the opposite side of the camp, and they all go, "Huh?" That's what should happen instead of, he's over there. How the hell would you know that? It's just...
Mystics.
The stealth system isn't fun. They've also removed corner cover, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Seriously?
I don't know why they did that. Yeah, you can hide behind the corner, but you're not in official corner cover, so it's just rubbish.
That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
It's just, I think they've improved the stealth system in some aspects, but
so there's
doesn't
like
really
still
work.
some teething errors when this thing was released.
I'd say so. Not like it's bugged, but just like this is the first time they tried to make Assassin's Creed like this, and it's just not worked very well. Like, the combat for me is, I don't understand this, but your guy has a 3 dodge limit. He'll dodge, he'll roll, and then he'll just stop and go, "Oh, well, that was lovely, wasn't it?" Dead.
Lovely day out.
Instead of, but it's based on The Witcher, and The Witcher, Geralt can just dodge around in a circle. This guy can't do that, so you dodge 3 times, and then you're like, "Oh, I need a wee break." But he doesn't like go, "Oh my god, I'm dizzy," or anything like that. He just stands still, and then starts. I don't understand. It's almost as if the game is set too early. It's like there's no martial art that can encompass the idea of the dodge. He's also the world's worst assassin because he'll stab people, and he must be shouting to the next guy, "Oi, I'm going to throw a knife at you next, pal. Get ready." Stab. Like, he must be telling them, because it's not the guy I'm killing, and the guy who sees me couldn't possibly see me. In a previous Assassin's Creed game, chain assassinations would have been stab, throw, end of.
Yeah.
And it's on anybody else if they see it. But this game is like, Oh no, what's happening over there behind me, which I couldn't possibly have seen until he pressed the Y button? Oh my god.
Like a
What?
really bad amateur production being surprised that somebody's died.
It's not just that. The guy's telepathic. He's turning to see somebody dying when no noise is made and it's happening behind him.
Right.
In cover. How are you seeing that? And the only reason he does is because you pressed to chain assassinate.
That doesn't
Also,
sound.
I do wish that your horse was a bit faster. I just think it needs to be a smidgen faster because this map is 10k by 10k.
Well, I'm sorry, my horse can go as fast as it can.
Also,
If that's not good enough.
the boats need to be faster too. They're
I
a bit
don't
slow.
own the boats.
However, good piece of news.
Yes.
I have a sword and shield I really love. And what I did was I was running around the map getting all the secret areas, like finding all the areas. It's all question marks to begin with. And then you find it and it can either be like, oh, find the piece of loot that's hidden here, or find the ancient scroll, or it can be, you've just found an entire city. It's just, whatever the icon is, there's a question mark until you've found it.
Yeah.
With the exception of the viewpoints where it tells you straight away that's a viewpoint, go there and you'll find everything in a reasonable radius. But I've been doing that and I've got most of the side quests there.
Yeah.
And I'm just working my way through them and that's fine. Especially in the case of some of them where it's like go and find so many. I sold all my stuff. And then I got the missions where it was bring me so many feathers, bring me so many eggs, and I'm like, I just sold all this.
It's like, I just went to the shops.
I know,
Don't tell me now you need 20 feathers and 50 eggs. I just came back
only
with 20
two, but
loaves.
the problem is it's like two herons, but the game has layers where you can find crocodiles and leopards and lions, and but it doesn't have a heron layer where the herons congregate. That's not how herons work. So I can't. I just got to play till I find one. But I was doing that, and I was finding it, and I was gathering all the missions, and I was really enjoying it. And I think I've found my favorite city, but I've not been to it yet. I've just seen it from far away, and it looks amazing. It's a city that looks entirely Greek.
Wow.
And I'm just like, I want to go and see that, and I also think it means I'm going to really like Odyssey, but I'm not going to play Odyssey for maybe another year because I think it's too similar in design to a lot of Origins.
Yeah.
Because it's Greece, ancient Egypt, they're not massively different. But I think I'd really like to go and I think I really like that. But I'm really looking forward to this Siren, I think it's called. It looks amazing. As I said, I've only seen it from like a kilometre away in the game, but it looks brilliant.
I can't remember if we've talked about this before, but are you the kind of person that likes 100% a game, or can you deal with can you ever deal with just like not completing it 100%, or do you have to?
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, definitely. If it's stupid or not fun, I won't do it.
No, but if you enjoyed it, could you? If you enjoyed it, could you ever happily leave it at like 80%?
As I said, it depends. If it's a case of I'm enjoying this, but it would take me 400 hours, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
If it's a case of its own, like there's nothing to actually do, no, I'm not doing that. But I'm actually enjoying riding around finding everything.
That's
so I'm
good.
doing it, and it's not taking that long.
Yeah.
I only got to that end mission a day or two ago, and I've done most of the map since. It's not taking that long. I just wish the mounts were a bit faster because it's a really big map.
Yeah.
But there is an autopilot. You can just start at the bottom right at the corner of the map, and you can order your put down a waypointer in the top left, and your mount, as long as you're on a road, will automatically run you there. You can fast travel as well, but that it can automatically run you there as well. The only issue with that, of course, is when you come up against the inevitable 400,000 strong marching battalion of bad guys that have just randomly spawned in your way every 12 centimeters.
Not so fun.
Yeah, it's like somebody created an amazing game full of lore and adventure, and then it just says at the end, make it annoying though. One thing I was going to say, you said about the fast travel in your game,
Yeah.
was that in mine, I only just realised that when you're using the sort of like scanning power that he's got. I won't tell you what it is, but it's a scanning power where you can look down from above and sort of see where everything is.
Mm-hmm.
The white pointer doesn't point towards Bayek, your character. It points towards hidden loot.
Oh, that's annoying.
And I only just found that out. And I've always found it.
Yeah.
I've always found it, so it's not a problem, but I only just realised that now. Like
You
today.
silly Billy.
Like about 4 hours ago. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's it.
Nice. So, stories. Are there any stories you wish to discuss today?
Yeah, one's just a heads up for Grand Theft Auto Online. The Xbox 360 and PS3 servers are shutting down on the 16th of December.
Is that this year?
Aye.
Okay. Is it just because the consoles are just too out of date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the last upgrade for 360 and PS3 came several years ago.
Right, okay.
So most of the new content, maybe about half of what's in online isn't there. So yeah, it makes sense to shut that down.
And what was the other story you wished to discuss?
Good thing is the shark, you can move your character across.
Okay, that's pretty decent.
That's what I did. But they won't stop stop selling shark cards for GTA Online for PS3 and Xbox 360 after September the 15th. That's where you pay real money to get the in-game currency. So stop doing that on September the 15th. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, because it means that people won't be tempted to buy anything just before it goes off.
Yeah. The second story is loot boxes. Oh, by the way, do you want me to tell you something about Assassin's Creed Origins?
Okay.
It's got loot boxes in it. I don't know if you can buy them with real money. I don't think you can.
Oh, okay. So it's in world currency only.
I think so.
Okay, well that's a bit better because
because the game is so balanced on like level and stuff like that, and your weapons having a certain damage amount,
yeah,
you can buy weapons from the game shop with real money. Well, Helix credits, which you buy for real money.
Mm-hmm.
So it sort of does have that whole pay to win mechanic going on because you can buy amazing weapons very early on, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've got the best version of the game, so we got handed a whole load of these weapons. I then just put them away and didn't use them because I like playing my games properly. Anyway, yeah, sorry, just wanted to say that. Yes, so it's loot boxes, and it's for EA and FIFA.
Why does it not surprise me?
So basically, there's been some changes to how they work because of increasing pressure.
Why?
Well, pressure makes people squeal.
Okay.
Do you mean how?
I think that's what I meant.
Mm.
Sorry. Sorry.
So
hay fever fog. Hay fever fog.
Yeah, baby brain. So basically, you've got FIFA Ultimate Team,
Mm-hmm.
where you buy packs of cards, and I think they give you players, and you can then use those players in your team, and you play against other people's Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
That's how it works, and that's where people buy, lots of. You can use in-game currency, or you can use real money with coins, FIFA Ultimate Team coins, and or FIFA points. And FIFA points are paid for with real world mummy. Yes, real world mummies buy these for their real world children, who are probably 36. And you get FIFA Ultimate Team coins, which you earn by playing the game.
Yes.
So that's fine. They're fine. The money one's not. What was it again? The FIFA points aren't. Basically, you can go and buy a pack. And what they've added is a revolutionary new system in which you're able to preview the pack
So
to see what's in it.
So you actually know what you're buying.
Yes.
You know everything. It's not like these are what it could be. This is definitely what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Okay, well that seems a lot fairer.
I'm not done yet.
Of course you're not.
You can preview one pack at a time, and your preview only resets after 24 hours. So if you see it, don't like it, and don't want to buy it, you can't buy a pack till the following day. Now, I want you to tell me something, dear Abigail.
Yes, dear Tommy.
If somebody's addicted to opening these packets, do you think they're going to be able to wait a day?
Nope.
If somebody's a child, do you think they're going to be able to wait a day?
Nope.
So what is the point in... Wait, stop. Does this have any point or function or purpose at all?
The only point or function I can see this
I
happening.
actually worded that question so you could say no, just to keep your track going.
The only purpose or function I could see for this is to make it look like they're trying to change it.
Oh.
Hello?
No, I'm agreeing with you. That's why I went, bah.
I know, but then you didn't say anything. I got scared. I didn't know what was going on.
You may be able to buy a pack while you've previewed one. It may be possible to buy another one, but you can't preview that one. So, I don't know about that. That was a bit unclear in what I read, but that's the difference. Either you have to buy the preview to buy more, or you only get to preview one and then you just buy them as per normal, so it only changes it for one pack.
That
And
makes
as we
no
said,
sense. It makes no
yeah,
sense.
yeah. I actually found a way to give EA, people like EA and stuff like that who do this what they should get, to be fair,
Yeah.
and protecting people from loot box mechanics. I actually found a good balance. Well, I was thinking about it the other day.
Don't.
Yeah, ban them. Because it might force EA to make a game that's actually worth playing.
Yeah. I still don't see the point of loot boxes. I've never seen the point of loot boxes. The only point I can see
yeah.
is it's a monetary gain for the company.
And it causes addiction.
I wouldn't say it causes addiction because people can have addictive personalities. I don't think something can cause addiction. That's already something that's within the person.
I'd have to disagree because heroin can cause addiction. So
I
it doesn't have to be
suppose.
within you. And secondly, these things are tailored to activate certain areas of the brain.
Yeah, like dopamine hits.
Exactly. And that is no different from any drug, which is tailored to activate certain areas of the brain to make you want more of it. It's tailored to make people want to open the packets. The
Yeah.
noise, the flashy ooh la la,
The smell.
how they actually present it, it's all tailored to make somebody's brain go, ooh, let's get more of that. It's the typical, oh, just one more. Oh, just one more. But if I pull this bandit arm, I'll win this time. I can feel it. Did I get Ronaldo? Oh, that's what it is.
If I eat this chocolate button, I will be full. No.
Yeah, it's just
Which has happened to me over the last 2 days. I've eaten a
You
lot of
pulled a
chocolate.
one-armed bandit arm.
No,
and
I've eaten a lot of
Ronaldo
chocolate.
appeared and gave you chocolate.
No. That's a fever dream you had.
Maybe I was giving Ronaldo chocolate. Yeah, say goodbye to your career, Ronaldo. Have another Snickers bar.
Or any other chocolate bar.
How's your precious water now, eh? Bathing in mountains of Pepsi. Which I might actually be able to get my hands on because I think I've got a family member that works with Pepsi.
Now you tell me.
In a foreign country. And after Brexit, we have no rights to trade with anybody.
I don't want to go down that route. It's
Well,
too
neither
late
did
in the
I,
evening.
but the English and
Tommy,
the Welsh,
no,
they get what they want,
And I am steering this conversation in the direction back to loot boxes. Is there anything else?
I would like to know whether or not the Scottish government has the competency to legislate against loot boxes, because I would like to see that if they do.
Maybe we should actually email them, write to them, talk to them about it.
Yeah, you get on to that.
No. So, is there anything else you wish to discuss?
Just to cut in there, we actually should do that. That
Yeah.
sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah. I'll let you do that because you know how to do that. I don't. Let's
By
face
that-
it, if I sent an official letter off, they'd be like, why did they get an 8-year-old child to write this? You ever watched the episode of Friends where Joey does like the letter to the adoption agency and he uses a thesaurus?
Yeah.
Kind regards, baby kangaroo.
I like the bit where it's the cardiothoracic pump for heart.
Yeah.
They have enlarged cardiothoracic pumps, big hearts. So that's all I've got to talk about.
Very well. May I sign off?
You may indeed.
So if you liked what you heard and you'd like to hear more, you can subscribe to the channel, which would be fantastic. You can hit that share button, share it with your friends and enemies. You can leave a comment down below. That'd be great. We love a comment. we love an email as well. You can email us at overshadow.shadowcast@gmail.com. I will not mention Facebook, for there is no Facebook.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, and I honestly can't remember if I had talked about the notification button for when we upload. But yeah, go hit that. But make sure you've not hit it twice.
If you have hit it twice, hit it thrice.
Tommy's very far away from the microphone. That's why he sounds like that.
Hit it thrice.
So anyway, thank you guys so much for listening, and we hope you come back. Bye-bye.
Bye.